The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On play action, Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 7. Now it's Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know it's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down, because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Pass complete. He's got Lazard on the out route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special, because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he completes it to Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the... So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. No score after one on EA Sports. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal.
Over.
On play action, now Rodgers to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And the 2nd wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Aaron Rodgers hitting Allen Lazard. And the Jets post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the 1st quarter before we spilled into the 2nd, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. On the option left, Richardson. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back.
Catch the Eagles! Catch the Eagles!
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Okay, great.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Oh, into a sea of defenders have intercepted.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
On the counter, it's Hall.
And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down.
Across the formation, Hardman gets a completion.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Rodgers going to throw.
Rotates Hardman for another catch.
Touchdown! Nico Hardman, 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Now Zerline on and the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold it on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Richardson off the play fake. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
And
Brandon, how many times have we talked with these rookies out there, and then we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
A give running right is Hall. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 to score as we get rolling again here in this second half. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing
over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. First and 10, Taylor now. And he is going to lose yardage here. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. 2nd down, here's Richardson. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On 3rd down, it's Richardson. And that will be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. It's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Richardson on 4th down. And he'll find Pittman. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. And quickly, they get to the line.
Brings up 2nd and 4. 18.
Richardson now on second down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So the pass interference call on the offense obviously declined, and this will remain a turnover. Straight ahead is Hall.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The throw over the middle, taken in. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
Rodgers now to throw.
Taken in left side, it's Wilson.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Give to Hall running right.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
A nice effort and an even nicer stop from Kwity Paye.
He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 31-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
About 3 yards there to the 27.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And the Colts are right back in this football game. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
They'll come up now on second down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
On second down, it's Taylor.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
On third down, here's Taylor.
And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Fourth down, desperation time. Here's Richardson.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
So since that last play got nothing, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty, and that forces a fourth down situation.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Now it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time.
Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, meaning taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense has been so stingy all game long. No reason to think it's suddenly going to open up now. They took their shot, but this, like many others, falls incomplete.
Here's Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's third and long. Finding Pittman, and he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first.
Brandon, a good idea there on third down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now. Going for it on fourth. Here's Richardson.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. First and 10 here. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And able to steer clear of that first tackler as he works his way forward for about 4. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.